Whammy Grammy, Tyler.
And a fine whammy Grammy to you, Alex.
What's going on? What's new? What's up?
That's so much stuff. What's going on? Doing the show. What's new? Not a ton. What's up? Probably, some half-court shots.
Yeah? Should we get right to it?
Fuck it, let's get right into it.
All right, you're up first. Here we go.
Done deal.
Nice. I like the edit. And that's full court. And a dunk. That's a Tyler-sized full court, I'd say.
Yeah, I was having issues finding a decent half court. I went to about 5 or 6 different courts.
Really?
Yeah, because they're all miniature. So half court is like usually a short 3-pointer. So I went with the full on this one. I figured full is about a half court.
But why are they all miniature?
Because they're at like schoolyards and things. I couldn't find like a full-size basketball court that's big.
Really?
I don't know. Let's see if you did, I guess.
I did, but
Vancouver, the land of full-size basketball courts and the Vancouver Grizzlies.
There's so many of them. I don't know.
We never had a professional basketball team.
I don't know if that's...
Thunder, later Cyclone, but not an NBA team like you.
I feel it just seems weird, but now that I think about it, I'm trying to think where I would think that there might be a full-size court in Winnipeg, but nothing's coming to mind.
Outside?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's weird because here I can think of like 20 off the top of my head that are just all like every skate park has a full-size basketball court like inside of it somewhere.
I'm sure there's a millionaire and I'm gonna get a million. Like, what about that one? It just doesn't register. If there's not like a spot there, you just kind of...
I personally, since I did mine alone, I wanted to go somewhere that would be more empty. And so I Google Maps basketball courts, and it just has like so many like random community centers and shit all over the place.
Yeah. But, also, when I was looking by myself the other day, you want to find one that has a decent wall close by, so you maybe get a little rebound.
I didn't have that.
Oh.
Yeah, I did a lot of running around. All right, here it is.
You're running around right now. Let's let your ballin' do the talking. Alex entry. Damn. I don't see any lines. Nice hard to say if it's half court or not.
I took a photo of it. It is hard to see the lines, but there was a very, very faint line amongst all the chalk and like bullshit that was all over the ground. But it's just a game of trust at this point. You just got to believe that it's half court.
I trust you, man. I mean, I went to one where it's the one at like Gordon Bell and it has like a track down the middle. So I was like, well, that'd be like the middle line, but it didn't have official lines. And I didn't know how much of a stickler you were going to be.
I don't really care.
Wasn't that fun? So I left right away.
How long did yours take?
13 tries.
13 tries?
Yeah, it was pretty quick. I felt like a little longer, but I just counted them. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I didn't count my tries. Like I know it was like just over 7 minutes because I instantly started recording.
So was mine.
And just going to it.
You probably had less tries because mine was just over 7 and I had a person rebounding.
Maybe, yeah. There's a big like field behind the net at mine. There's like one scenario. There's one big tree that sometimes the ball would get stuck in, but luckily I mostly hit the backboard, so it wasn't too bad.
I got to give you more credit. You went like legit shot. I just went full on overhand.
Yeah, I don't know. I've shot a lot of half-court shots in my day,
Yeah? You get pulled up for the Nissan half-court challenge or whatever, you think you got a good shot at it?
Nah, I think the pressure would be too much, but...
I agree. I did one after, like 3 quarters, and I actually got a first try, no footage, like this, and it killed. I was like, oh, fuck. Like
it hurt you?
Yeah, hurt like in here, like all these, muscles that aren't required for crooked grinds or whatever.
Is this what you'd go for if you're going for the money shot?
If I'm NBA, I'm probably going like this. Realistically, best case scenario, backwards, double-handed.
Yeah, I guess if you're
for distance and accuracy.
If you're in an NBA scenario, you could just go for anything and like might as well. There's such a low chance of getting it that you might as well try something funny, like through the legs.
Those dudes stick it though.
Yeah,
through the legs, half court, wipe out.
I don't know, whatever. Those are always great fucking videos. The people making
winning a Millie, winning a Nissan Sentra.
Yeah, those are good stuff.
Do I have to ask any entries this week?
I haven't seen any. There might be some last minute ones, but I don't doubt it.
You are fucking kidding me, Jared Arneson. Literally a tailor-made challenge. Unless we have a do 100 tail sides challenge, what the fuck else do you want?
Yeah, I don't know. Everett also told me he was going to do it and didn't. But, I don't really care.
That's crazy. We did it, and that's what it's for. But Sam's a baller. Big fan of the show.
I don't think that people want to go out of their way to do stuff like this. Like, think about how little you want to go out of your way to do stuff like this, and now imagine if you didn't have to do it at all. Like
they weren't getting paid like us.
The only motivation to do this is that so that I don't have to be like, hey, I didn't do the challenge. But like, no one else has to have an excuse, you know?
I tend to agree. Yeah, it almost always comes down to the wire and get something. It hasn't been a week where I had to just be like, I don't have it.
I wouldn't say that I really wanted to go to some random basketball court at 7 a.m. the other day, but I did. So
7 a.m, let me just tear a rotator cuff before hitting the office.
Yeah, it's a decent warm-up for the day, I'd say.
I would say sit down nice and sweaty and not move for 8 hours.
No, I got home, had a shower, just had some coffee. It was nice.
The rest are Alex. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to start being more active. I'm an out of shape piece of shit.
That's all right, though.
It is all right. So, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Not much. You?
Nothing. I went to... Oh, go.
I got lots of things to talk about, actually. But you were in the middle of starting a sentence, so let's hear it.
It was nothing. I was just going to say that I went to 4 spots yesterday to try film tricks. Tried maybe half of one. Got 0. So I thought you were just like...
Shit.
How much I've been out there.
Well, I like to hear that you're out there trying.
Yep. One of them went to try fakie, ended up only trying regular, still not getting it. Another one didn't even try.
Fakie or a fakie trick?
No, fakie approach. And then I was like, okay, well, let me just try regular then.
Can I try to guess?
Do that one. Then...
Can I try to guess what it was?
The next one. And the next one was mostly me running on my feet with about 4 feet of run, and then got kicked out.
You can describe them all without saying what they are, or I can try to guess what just one of them is, and we can end up getting to the bottom of it.
Oh, you can... Yeah, you can guess whatever you want.
Okay, so the fakie one. Let's get a hint number 1.
It's fakie.
But you didn't end up trying it fakie.
No, I tried a regular.
But can I get like a hint about like maybe the spot or like something?
Well, it's a ledge trick.
A ledge trick. Okay, it's not fakie flip back tail. And then also fakie flip back tail on its own seems like just one of the other hardest tricks ever to get into.
Watching that one, I was like, man, I always want to try that. I always think it's going to work. And then anytime I've even like thought of it looking
at like... You could never do that.
I could do one.
Okay, well, new challenge for just you. And it's not for next week. It's for life. It's to do one.
Okay. That is a good one. No. Sorry, I had a filmer. I would never bring a filmer to try a fake flip back tail.
Probably just a grind.
Just a grind.
Like a fakie 50.
No, it's hard to think of a good filmable fakie 50.
But the thing that I'm thinking is...
Me.
What type of trick could you claim fakie, but then just go ahead and try it regular also, other than a 50?
I guess we'll never know, Alex.
Oh, that was less fun than I hoped.
Yeah, well, most things are.
Did you have a pretty good Go Skate Day out there?
Yeah, I filmed Bill do a line.
And?
He did it. It was sick. I think that was Go Skate Day. I can't recall. When you're core like me, every day is Go Skate Day, bro.
Okay, I'm going to try to guess. I'm going to try to guess the spot. Library.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram.
How was your Go Skate Day, Alex?
It was fine. I sat at home and then went to meet up with Kieran and Cole and Everett and the Time Bomb guys and watched skating for maybe 15, 20 minutes. Had one ice cold Corona. Shout out to Tyler Holm for that. And then I just headed home. I did a kickflip though while I was there.
Yeah? First try?
Mm-hmm.
Bolted or?
Medium.
5 out of 6 bolts? 5 out of 6? How many bolts are there? Yeah, whatever.
That's how many I like.
Yeah, keeps it lighter. Heard that
Yeah.
Rodfather used to skate 4 bolts back in the day. No stickers, just to lighten up his
No
unit.
stickers.
Yeah, why would you put on heavy stickers?
That's a good point.
Keep it as light as possible.
Yeah. So I went ahead and I know that you didn't want to do anything with your Christian Jordan and Trey the Tank reviews until I watched it. So I watched it, and I think the people are gonna love it.
I think you're overestimating me or underestimating people, but yeah, send it, ship it.
I can't. You sent me the worst quality file of all time, so you're gonna have to just do this one on your own. Step up and go ahead and just upload a file
after a few frosty cold ones. That would inspire me.
Yeah. So
do a 12-year-old kid review.
You got my thumbs up. Definitely a couple questionable things said in there. You might want to do some censorship yourself. But I think overall, one little teaser. 2 teasers, one for each part that I just want to say for the listeners and viewers out there to maybe get you fired up. One thing that our friend Tyler here says about Trey the Tank is, I wonder if this kid's ever smoked a cigarette, which that was something that I was also wondering. Really made me lol. And then
an athlete at that level.
In Christian Jordan's part, at the end, for anyone, this is a bit of a spoiler alert for the After Black credits. They have a short, awkward conversation with his brother, who's the drummer in the band that played the soundtrack, and seeing Tyler's reaction to that whole scenario coming up, where it's like the banger, the credits are starting, and then it's like his brother talking. It's just, one of those moments that you can't script it. It's just funny. It's funny seeing Tyler watch that to me.
Take your word for it, Alex. Don't recall, but
it's good. And I think it could be the start of a new kind of like, not a segment of the show here, but like a separate show where it's like episode 1, Tyler reviews these parts, and then maybe episode 2, I'll review something. Maybe I can go back into the vault and pull up those old reviews that I sent in the group chat. I remember there's a Corey Duffel part I reviewed one time. Some other shit probably, but maybe we can just have extended reviews on our own that we just
that
have
would
some
be
extra
great.
content.
Yeah, I think going forward, if you or I catch a part that's particularly noteworthy, maybe we say, hey Al, you're gonna want to put this one in the cooler for now and bring it out later.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's a good idea.
I like it as well. Supplementary content, right?
Exactly.
I mean, people don't like this or watch this. Maybe they'll love and watch that.
Exactly. That's it. And speaking of, another thing you noted in Christian Jordan's part is that something about him, like obviously he's a kid because there's an O in his name when there shouldn't be. And similarly, I don't know if you had
a loser because I just laughed at my own joke.
That's okay. But did you happen to watch Evon with an O Martinez's Russian spy part?
Oh, you mean Evon?
Is it Evon or is it Evon?
Yeah, it's Evon, like the soap brand.
Okay, yeah. So you watched?
Yes.
And?
I can't recall much about it at all. And by much, I mean anything. Except I remember being like, is he American? Is he Russian? Is he Asian? Is he white? He looked like a white or Asian version of Nickel Smith, almost exactly in his face. That's all I recall.
I didn't make that connection.
I really hope this works out when we put up that comparison, because I thought it a lot at the time, and I don't remember a single trick.
You don't remember the line that he did that was fakie 1-footer, switchback big spin, and then front shove 50?
No.
You don't remember that? It was an 8-minute long part. How could you not remember that banger of a line that he had to use for sure?
Are you using sarcasm or regular asm?
Well, let's think. So he does tricks like back nose blunt shove on Clipper.
Oh, that kid.
But then also...
Maybe I was thinking of a different part, by the way.
Also, he does a line, as I just said, fakie ollie 1-footer, just like a fakie ollie north or south, however you'd want to call it. Switchback big spin, and then just a crispy flat ledge front shove 50, and then the line ends.
I mean, are the other tricks on flat ground in this?
Yeah.
I don't really care then.
Well,
Is that the point?
Well, the point is that It's 8 minutes long, and he's using clips like that alongside clips like.
Oh, okay.
the
So
actual good ones.
now I do remember because I remember being like by the end, like the second song was like, whoa, this guy slaps. I was like, wait, why do you use all that fucking trash earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I remember it now. Yeah, it was an unnecessarily long part. But he had a couple bangers, and obviously the back nose one, shove it. I'd seen the sequence. Slapped pretty hard, and there was another trick right before that I recall being like, that's a good trick.
He has a fakey hard flip onto that like San Francisco stack
that
onto like
seems
block
fun,
thing.
yeah. Oh, and he had a front board down a rail to 50, switch 180 out.
Yeah.
And he like gets in the 50 where you expect him just like kind of get on top.
Yeah, I remember I saw that one before. It was like, you know how Instagram now when you're scrolling and you get to the end, it'll just show you like recommended videos. I saw that there, and one of the top comments like that just shows up was like Naja being hyped on it. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch this. That's what got me to watch
so
it.
in the part it was slow mo, and I was like, what? Show me that in regular. But then I saw it today on Insta regular. It's like barely touches the front board, which I didn't notice at all. I was like, oh, well played then.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, that was good. The part was not good overall, though.
I hope that was the guy who looked like Nikhil Smith, because I might have been mixing it up, and you'll put them beside each other. They'll just be different guys.
I think it is.
All right.
But yeah, did you see? We've talked before a little bit about Globe possibly doing some sort of rebranding with getting Austin Gillette on the team.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago. I didn't see whatever you're gonna say.
So Ryan DeCenzo is off Globe.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, but if they're doing a rebrand, I guess they gotta really do it
That's,
up.
I guess, step one.
Is
trade
Appleyard still on there?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It seems like everyone's skating different shoes these days, than what you're used to seeing. Well, not everyone, just people that most people don't really care about.
Okay.
That's it.
Is Austin Gillette on it?
Well, he's been skating their shoes, and then there's no news. But
is it like a Era or Slip-On or any sort of Vans rip-off looking thing that just has a small globe symbol now?
I don't know.
Do they look like
all
Chetty
They have all
Fours
sorts.
or whatever?
Oh my god, they have one. Fuck, it'll take me too long to find the photo because it's like new and I don't think it's out yet. But they have a shoe that's like a vulcanized Chet 4, but also high top.
That sounds like so many things.
Yeah.
It sounds like an El Camino, but where you put a camper on the back and you have a hood scoop.
It basically is like that. But it's called something weird, so I wouldn't be able to find it fast. But it looks fucking weird. But then they have like some weird like boot looking shoes that are like the ones that Austin Gillette skates, and like some normal looking ones. But
I mean, if anyone's gonna rebrand, they've got the most work to do, but they've got the deepest pockets to do it. Like most shoes can't afford to. They could totally easily become a relevant brand again.
Yeah, I feel like
were they ever? I don't know.
I was always down as a kid because I didn't know what was cool or not. I just liked.
Yeah, not like now where you're just like a symbol of what's cool.
No, I feel like I'm aware of what's cool, but I don't necessarily like that same stuff. Like
now you're like counterculture. You're like
I'm down with Naja, and like everyone else is like he's not cool, and I'm like, well, that's fine with me.
Yeah, you're like post normcore even.
I'm like I can't go skate today. I gotta watch Do Tour all day, or like I can't wait for this SLS 2 thing that's happening next week, Malto versus P-Rod. That doesn't actually start next week. It starts tomorrow, and I don't actually know what it is.
I saw on Nigel post the other day, he's like, first one to guess my board brand or win something. And there was already 10,000 comments. I was like, what? We covered this like several weeks ago. Don't people just know what this is called?
No, they don't.
No, but I was 10,000 too late or whatever.
Yeah, the 5 or 10 people that would listen to this carefully enough would know. But also
most people in the comments were like, it's fucking domestic abuse. I saw it on the friend section.
Yeah, exactly.
What was it? Disorderly? Dyslexia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That was a good board, I imagine.
What was?
So? No, I said it's a good board, I imagine.
Oh, yeah,
Disorder.
Probably. And then we had Yuto's part drop today.
We did have it drop today. I thought it sucked.
I feel like I could have guessed that you didn't like it.
I'm joshing. I'm not fucking some contrarian asshole who's like, you guys like Star Wars? I think Star Wars
I thought you hate VX
No, it's
stuff.
fucking awesome. No, it was like used properly.
True. I loved it.
It kicked fucking ass.
It's been a while since I've watched a part and then immediately watched it again right after.
I will watch it after the show because I was watching it furiously, holding you up to record tonight while taking notes, so I didn't get a full absorption. But no, it slapped. Like, he's had parts, I guess, or enough footage where it's like parts, but
yeah, he's had parts.
I feel like that was the first one where you're like really get the Yuto treatment of like, oh yeah, you do all these crazy tricks no one else can do that should be ugly if most people do them, but they look fucking rad and you're doing them all.
He does a lot of shit that like there's like a nollie back 180 nose grind and a sugar cane on a handrail, and even that ender, like the switch back 180, whatever you want to call it,
5-0 or
5-0, whatever. Like tricks like those where like people do them, but he does them so different and doesn't like the sugarcane and the ender especially. I feel like if anyone else were to do it, they would slip into board slide or into blunt on the way out. But he does it so locked, and like the sugarcane,
100%.
he's like there's like the one that or the couple that Berger's done on handrails, but they look basically like a back lip. But then when Yuto does his, it's like
it looks like he's
fully
smithing up the rail.
Yeah, he's turned all the way around the entire time.
He's built like a G.I. Joe or something, like where like it's not even in the same, like it doesn't look like when Sushu does like his Sushu shit and you're twisting your body, like your upper body's going the opposite way. He looks at least kind of contorted.
Yeah.
Yuto makes it happen, but he just like he's chill the whole time.
He turns his whole body.
I noted is like every single trick he landed in that part was chill. Can we say S-Fuck on here?
Yeah, it would just say AF.
Came out at S-Fuck. He's chill AF on every single fucking trick, and all his are crazy twisted, like every single one. So he's obviously so good. Is he so good that he just lands like that? Or is he redoing every single trick until he lands like that?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I feel like probably he just lands tricks like that based on the amount of like contest shit you see of him, where he lands just like that, doing similar tricks or the same tricks on similar size or bigger obstacles, literally first try.
Probably, I guess. Like, I mean, like anyone, where it's like, oh, I don't like that, I'll do it again.
I think your AirPods died.
Are you fucking kidding me with these things? I'm gonna throw them in the goddamn garbage, Alex.
Yeah, they apparently have a 20-minute battery life, so...
Yeah, that's crazy. Either way, he's good at skating.
Do you have the corded headphones again, so I don't have to do too much
I should just keep them here. I'm gonna buy new ones. Or don't.
So for everyone watching, Tyler's now going to buy a new phone and new headphones just for this, and he's already bought new internet just for this. So this is starting to become an expensive.
The problem is now when I lean in, it gets out of focus, and plus I'm closer so people have to see me.
Yeah, but if it's out of focus, it doesn't add like an extra bunch of work for me to fix it because it's just annoying to watch more so than.
Yeah, the show's always annoying to watch.
Exactly.
Either way, did you like when Yuto back 3'd up the curve and back 3'd the gap?
I loved that.
Pretty radical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite trick.
I loved that. I also loved he nollie flip crooks the rail and he gets in. He nollie flips so fucking rocket, but like in a cool way where it's just directly into the crook. Like it's not like he like nollie flips, catches it, and then puts it in the crook. He like nollie flips so rocket perfectly in.
He really seems to get his money's worth out of the railings. Like that switch tail, he's just, I mean, he's obviously at that point, he's like, well, if I guess he doesn't know what fucking up's like, but like he would die. He gets so much slide on it. Mm-hmm. And it's cobble now, which is awesome. They did the 6 trick on it when it's worse. And it's fucking awesome, obviously, that they got Costin to come film it. Mm-hmm. Like the Spanky Ollie. Or the Spanky line.
Yeah, that I never made the connection with, but saw him slap as
well.
well.
Really? Oh, I thought that was pretty obvious. I thought everyone loved that old like Spanky yelling over the rail with like Costin holding the VX.
I didn't pay enough attention to skating at back in those days to know.
You didn't pay enough attention to skating when you were 9? Were you probably 9?
Probably older.
What was that? Let's Go Skateboarding or whatever that video was called?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
This is skateboarding. Colin and I, or maybe it was just Colin, used to talk about, he thought that was named after Police Academy 4. Is that the one? With all the skating in it with like Tony Hawk and David Spade and stuff.
Oh, that was my favorite movie.
He's like, we're not, he's like, this isn't skateboarding, this is carrying skateboards. Then they say, this is skateboarding, and they throw it on and have a sick montage.
It could be
named after that.
It could be. I don't know.
I remember at the time there was a contest going on. They were like, name our next video on the internet, where it was like there was not much.
You should reach out to someone at America and see if they have an answer for that for you. I hit up Carlos Ribeiro, asking if he did switch flip back nose blunt or back over crook for his ender. He never got back to me. Still waiting.
Damn, appreciate you looking out for us there.
I did that directly after we were wondering about it, and I thought with a couple days of time in between recording and release, he would have got back to me, and now it's been a few weeks, and Maybe. He read it. He just didn't respond.
Oh, left you on red, bro.
I'm just kidding. He hasn't.
I mean, he's probably filling his inbox is full of that shit. Well, our friend Kieran, knows Leo and Spanky and stuff, so maybe he can get to the bottom of that.
None of our friends will even do a challenge for us. You think they're going to go out of their way to find out an answer for a question that they don't care about?
I thought really seriously recently about reaching out to Kieran, like 4 people removed, to see if he could talk to Spanky, to talk to like Matt Price, to talk to Tim Robinson, to find out when the new season of I Think You Should Leave comes out. Except recently they finally announced it.
You've been posting all about that, hey?
It's my favorite show. It's the fucking funniest show ever.
Yeah, I remember.
I think it took forever.
I think you showed me it when you were here one time.
Maybe I probably ruined it, like I do everything, just laughing.
Yeah, I remember. I didn't enjoy it much.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, maybe I'll give it a second try.
You should watch the first season alone. It only takes about an hour 40. I watch it all the time. Get home, you can crush it before you go to bed.
Yeah, could.
Since this is our sports show with our basketball shots and whatnot, can you pull up that photo that I sent you? I don't even remember what this is from. Maybe that Element video. How the fuck do you play ping pong on that?
That looks like the least fun.
He did like a grind and goes over to grind. That's all well and good. But what the fuck are you doing? Like, what's that for?
Well, it's for ping pong for sure. But
I guess.
I wonder, I'm trying to think, like, would it make it funner?
No, it's just going to sky your ball every time to where the next guy's like, okay,
and then
see
it's gonna,
ya.
Yeah.
And then when it lands on your side, it sends it zinging out.
Well, Yeah, confused.
Yeah, very confused. Maybe, can you actually DM Carlos Ribeiro about that as well?
I can ask, yeah.
If I had to guess, this looks like it's in Latin America. He might have an answer.
I just Googled rounded ping pong table to see if anything comes up.
It's
a lot of like...
circular. You'd have to go convex.
Curve.
Oh, there you go.
These people are playing, it's with soccer.
Okay, so fucking no one knows what's going on. They're putting a soccer ball on there.
Teqball. It's a real thing. Look at these motherfuckers. There's an actual sport.
No way.
Yes way. Teqball.com. World is curved.
Is it in the Olympics? Do we have a team?
For sure not in the Olympics.
Can I put together a 45-second run for Slurpees.com or whatever?
I'm accepting all cookies on this site.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's a European thing.
150 euro,
honestly.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's like what, 250 Canadian?
Well, 150 euros a month for 12 months, or 1,500.
Oh, that's like 12 easy payments.
Yeah,
or 10.
This is interesting. Fine. Who won the World Cup? Brazil, apparently.
A Teqball?
3,500 players in more than 100 countries.
That isn't a good ratio. Only 35 people per country play that game.
Yeah, but probably some countries have a couple hundred and some countries have like the one team that goes to the World Cup and they're just fucking trash.
Yeah, like back in the day when the Maz went to fucking, I guess not the Olympics, but whatever, some other crazy games for bandy, the sport no one's ever heard of, which has been described as ice hockey on grass. You're like, you mean field hockey?
Huh, weird.
Yeah. Well, because only like 10 people played it.
I'm glad we learned something today. Maybe we can start
set up
like
a GoFundMe to get fucking Teqball court.
Or we could be the Canadian World Cup Teqball team, because there definitely isn't one. So far, it's me and you. I don't know how many people are on the team, but we can figure it out.
That's true. We're already the official correspondents of the Olympics, according to Benny.
I did hear that too. Yeah, that'll be exciting to see.
I'm very excited. I hope I learn the trick names by then.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
Getting to the end here.
I had a whole thing about Rhythm Skate Shop's Millennia video, but it was mostly how ridiculous it was.
We'll just hold off on that one until never.
Yeah, so. I mean that's a full episode right there.
Yeah, we're never going back to that one, but it's fine.
Nah, it's totally fine. All right.
I didn't watch it. Didn't watch that. Didn't watch the Element thing, and probably some other horse shit too.
Right on. Nice to see you, Al.
Yeah, great to see your face once again, and that's gonna be whammy Grammy for me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye now.